Today I will be talking about, are you making the same mistakes over and over? Have you ever caught yourself wondering, why does this keep happening to me? Maybe you find yourself making the same mistake over and over. The same kind of choice, the same kind of disappointment, the same kind of bad decision, the same kind of heartbreak. Different people, different circumstances, but same result. If that's the case, you're definitely not alone. One of the frustrating things about life is that sometimes we seem to be repeating the same patterns we thought we had already learned from. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why people tend to make the same mistakes over and over, and, most importantly, how to break the cycle. The first thing to understand is that repetition is often a sign of an unexamined pattern. It's very rare that someone wakes up and consciously decides to make the same unhealthy choice over and over. They don't say, "Today I'm going to make the same mistake again." It's not like a morning ritual that someone performs with clear intention. What they're really doing is engaging with a pattern, a set of behaviors, thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that have already been developed. They are automatic reactions that have become familiar. Something that feels so familiar that it feels almost automatic. And what is familiar often feels safe, even when it is unhealthy, or that safety comes at a cost. Think about relationships. Some people repeatedly choose emotionally unavailable partners. Others continually avoid difficult conversations. Some repeatedly ignore red flags. Others repeatedly sacrifice their needs to keep the peace. After each painful experience, they promise themselves it won't happen again, yet somehow it does. Why? Because insight alone does not always create change. Knowing better and doing better are not always the same thing. One reason we repeat mistakes is that we focus on the outcome instead of the pattern. For example, someone may say, "I keep dating the wrong people," but the deeper question might be, what am I consistently overlooking? Or what am I attracted to that keeps leading me here? Until we identify the pattern beneath the outcome, the cycle often continues. Another reason people repeat mistakes is emotional familiarity. It might sound strange at first, but it's possible to be familiar with negative experiences. Growing up, maybe someone was used to hearing constant criticism, or maybe they were surrounded by unpredictable parents, or maybe they were accustomed to people's emotional distance. Whatever it is, those experiences feel like home. Not because healthy is wrong, but because healthy is unfamiliar. This is why healing often involves learning to tolerate healthier experiences. Another common mistake is confusing hope with evidence. People often stay in situations because they hope things will improve. Hope can be powerful, but hope without evidence can become denial. Instead of evaluating what is actually happening, people focus on what could happen. They become attached to potential rather than reality, and that often keeps them stuck. Let's talk about another major pattern: avoiding accountability. When something goes wrong, it is easy to focus on what everyone else did. And sometimes others absolutely contribute to the problem. But growth begins when we ask, what is my role in this pattern? Hope is amazing. It allows people to dream of a bright future. There's no denying that sometimes other people are involved in our negative experiences. They definitely play their part. The moment you identify your contribution to a recurring problem, you gain the power to change it. Breaking cycles requires courage. It requires being willing to do something different, even when it feels uncomfortable. It requires learning new skills, new boundaries, new responses, new ways of thinking. One of the most important questions you can ask yourself is this: what lesson keeps showing up in my life? Because recurring problems often carry recurring lessons. Sometimes life keeps presenting the same challenge until we learn something new from it. Maybe the lesson is boundaries. Maybe it's self-worth. Maybe it's communication. Maybe it's trusting yourself. Maybe it's letting go. The lesson may be different for each person, but the pattern often continues until the lesson is addressed. The good news is that cycles can be broken. Patterns can change. Mistakes can become teachers. Growth is possible. The first step is awareness. The second step is honesty. And the third step is action. Because insight without action changes very little. If you want a different outcome, you may need a different response, a different boundary, a different decision, a different conversation, a different way of showing up. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. To become a little more aware, a little more intentional, a little more willing to learn from the past instead of repeating it. So let me leave you with this question. What pattern in your life keeps repeating? And what might it be trying to teach you? Until next time, remember, awareness is where change begins. Thank you for listening all the way through. Your support helps grow this space for real conversations about relationships, mental health, and emotional wellness. To learn more about today's topic, be sure to pre-order my upcoming book and to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to share my channel with a friend. Remember, sharing is caring,